Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. We have here a patient who attended reporting a blocked left ear. However, upon examination, you can also see they've got some wax in this right ear. And in fact, it's not wax, it's dead skin. But that's, I would say, it's semi-occluding. So we're just commencing with their worst left ear first. And I've decided to see if I can remove this with a hook. There's an opening at the roof of the ear canal, and I managed to get the hook in. However, as you just saw on screen, the hook dissected this plug of wax and dead skin. Instead of removing it in a single large piece, it cut through like a hot knife through butterwood, and it dissected it. And I did manage to get a sizable piece, but not the whole plug. So I've just gone back in, trying to get into the core of this. It's difficult getting above and beyond the wax plug now because it's so deep. So I tried to penetrate the hook into the core, but it wasn't budging there. And as such, I've just decided to see if I can use a Jobson horn, gliding through the anterior section of the ear canal. But again, it wasn't effective, so I've leverage the tip of the Jobson horn into the midsection of the wax plug and slowly trying to extract it forwards. And I think at this stage I'm going to now revert to microsuction. So this wax and skin, it's quite lateral, it's near the entrance. And there's a lot more wax than I anticipated actually. At the end of the video you'll still a still image of all the wax and skin that I removed from both ears. And this plug here, it was really embedded, it was really impacted. Now the patient wears in-ear monitors, they're a sound engineer. And of course they need to wear the in-ear monitors for their job role, but it can inadvertently lead to a wax impaction because wax in the mainstay, in most of us, naturally migrates. So I'd say about 90% there or thereabouts. We produce wax and the ear cleanses itself of the wax through a process called epithelial migration. So the ear canal and the outer layer of the eardrum is made up of a layer of epithelial skin cells. So it's the outer layer of skin, the epidermis, and the epithelial skin has got the ability to replicate itself through a process called mitosis, and then the skin it dies and it's replaced by another layer of skin, and that dead skin has evolved over the years in the ear to move sideways out of the ear like a conveyor belt. It's almost the reverse of a snake shedding its skin. So when a snake sheds its skin, the old skin dies and it's replaced by a new layer of skin. But instead of the skin coming off the snake comes out of the skin and leaves it behind. So the ear, in principle, it's similar, but it's the opposite process. So in the same way as a snake, our ear canal sheds its skin and it's replaced by another layer of skin. But of course, the ear can't come out of the skin, so the skin comes out of the ear. And as the skin comes out of the ear, doing that conveyor belt motion, any wax sitting on the surface is also transported safely out of the ear. So you can see the eardrum, and that final piece of wax was lodged beyond this narrowing. You can probably see on screen near the eardrum, the ear canal narrows and it widens again. We call that the isthmus. So this wax was impacted beyond the isthmus, and so it was a bit of a tight squeeze to bring it through, but we managed. So this is their right ear, the patient's right ear, and you know it's keratin, dead skin, because it's very reflective. Skin contains keratin. It's a protein also found in our fingernails and hair, and keratin reflects harmful UV rays from the sun, so it's got a reflective property, and when you're shining a light against keratin and dead skin, it's quite reflective, as you can see. And this skin, it's going through the oxidization process, so fresh dead skin that's just shedded, it's more whitish in color, and as it matures and ages and oxidizes, it turns into a yellow, and dead skin eventually can come brown and almost black in appearance. Now you may have noticed on the posterior canal wall, so the back part of the ear canal to the left, there's a little blister, and that's just because the skin was still attached, some dead skin was still attached to the canal, and as we remove that skin, it pulled away from the canal wall and it just splitted slightly. Patient didn't even notice, so it's nothing to be concerned by. Another observation in this ear is how elongated this patient's ear canal is. Our ears are not cylindrical, they're not round tubes, circular tubes, they are oval in shape. The height of the ear canal should be greater than the width, which gives it its egg shape. But in this ear, I would say the height is significantly more greater than the width, which gives it this elongated, stretched, oval shape appearance. Now, can that potentially contribute to wax impassion? Possibly, because it means the floor of the ear canal in particular is more narrow, and the epithelial skin that dies and sheds and moves sideways out of the ear, quite often it can slow down at the base of the ear canal. That's in part because there's less blood flow going to that part of the ear. So a lot of pathologies like ear canal cholesteatomas or benign osteitis, they form at the base of the ear canal where the skin migrates slower. So if you've got a narrowing in that particular area already, and factoring in that the skin already migrates slower in that region, it can lead to a buildup of wax and dead skin. So that ear was clear. That's all the debris, wax, dead skin. You can see different shades. The darker the wax and skin is, the longer it's been in the ear. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.